Terry Robinson, Executive Editor at SC Magazine, and we're here at NASDAQ today for Cybersecurity Conference. And with me, I have Atif Ghauri. He is the CTO of the Herjavec Group. Hi, how are you this morning?
Fantastic.
Okay, good to see you.
Likewise.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about security. Although I must say we had a nice conversation about Robert Herjavec's experience on Dancing with the Stars.
Yes,
That was
yes.
lovely.
Yeah, he's never danced before that.
Yeah, that's amazing. So he brings that same drive and ambition to security, I suppose.
Yes, yeah, he's been in cyber for over 30 years, and we've been driving our company forward with that. Yeah.
Okay, great. So we had an interesting conversation before this, and the relationship between security and safety. So could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's a trend that's coming up, right? The unfortunate reality is fatalities are soon to come from lack of security. And so we see security conversations becoming safety conversations. And that evolution will come with compromise of consumer-based devices or an airline or an automobile, which will lead to bad outcomes. And from there, we could see safety becoming security, just like the way FDA is. Right? Let's say tomorrow the miracle cancer drug comes out, a consumer doesn't expect to get that drug for at least a year or 18 months while it gets tested and approved and gone through a safety process. Same way, longer term, I would say over the next 5 years or so, we're going to see security become the same way with all the proliferation of IoT devices.
So will that mean companies that are making these devices are going to have to make security in?
That's been the dream, right? That's been the dream for a security professional myself. I've been in the field for over 15 years. Is getting security baked into the process has been a challenge because companies, for their rightful purposes, want to get product out the door. And security in a way slows that process down, and it adds cost into that process.
Right.
And it's a necessary cost because security is important, just as like your safety is important. And so baking security in will become a priority, will become a requirement, versus today it's a nice to have.
And so will consumers and organizations have a way to understand that security has been baked in and that it meets certain requirements? Or
so if we do, as an industry, we do our job right, it shouldn't even matter. Because the consumer expects whatever they buy is secure. When they get their Samsung device, they don't expect it to blow up, right?
Right.
It's just expected that it's going to work and it's going to be secure, it's going to be safe. And I think we're going to go through a period where that heightened awareness of, is it really safe, is going to come into play. But eventually, once we do our job as an industry of actually securing that device, it shouldn't even be an issue. However, I mean, there should be stickers FDA approved and things like that to show that it has gone through a process.
So people know, they'll have some way
Some
to
due
gauge.
diligence, yeah. But as of right now, they don't even really know that, okay, well, this heart pump that I bought from my doctor can be remotely controlled. Or, my diabetes meter can be remotely controlled. People aren't even aware of that.
That's frightening. So before I let you go, can you give me 2 or 3 things that organizations and consumers should be doing right now to improve their security posture?
Yeah, I think right now, from a consumer standpoint, what we should be doing is things that we don't want to do, which is change our password and validate our credentials, or things that we use to identify ourselves. We should check them and change them and rotate them. It's boring and it's mundane, but it's actually very, very important. Look at our credit card statements to see if there's any malicious charges, any micro charges, so to speak, which are hackers are compromising. So doing that due diligence. But longer term, number 2, I would say, is making security in. So having, from an enterprise standpoint, corporations out there, having that be part of their culture, having the products have security and software being secure at the time of deployment.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for being with us here today. I appreciate it. And I'm Terry Robinson here at NASDAQ with Atif Ghauri, at the CTO at the Herjavec Group.